Now here's something to get your knickers in a twist. Giant billboards featuring an OnlyFans model in underwear have been cleared by the UK's advertising watchdog, despite a string of flustered complaints. The ad features a risque image of model Eliza Rose Watson, along with details of her OnlyFans account, a site where punters can pay for explicit content. Is that right? I don't know. I don't have that kind of thing. No, the billboards, one of which was put up just 450 metres from a school, were deemed permissible on the basis they weren't overtly sexual and did not objectify women. But outraged critics say they are completely inappropriate for young eyes. Watson, who claims to earn around £200,000 a month from her OnlyFans, has defended the ad, saying she runs a legitimate business and pays her taxes. So, what do you think? Is this a storm in a D cup?
Yes.
Very good. You've been practicing that.
This is nonsense. It's nothing. It's just a woman in a bra.
So not outraged.
Right? Yeah,
so I think the picture's beautiful. She looks great. And I mean, 450 metres is a long way from a school. There's all sorts of stuff around schools which are much worse.
Whoever's complaining, do they actually know what kids are looking at? Because if you saw anything on the internet, I mean, you know, even as a kid, I mean, we all knew where, you know, an older brother's stash of pornographic material was.
Yeah,
it's way worse than that.
And now they've all got it in, you know, in their mobile phones.
But isn't it? I mean, fantastic PR for her.
Brilliant.
Maybe. Oh, this is. Maybe she organised the whole thing. Maybe she organised the complaints. She's had fantastic.
Maybe £200,000 a month isn't enough.
Yeah.
You know, so get those accounts going.
I completely agree. She is a smart cookie. She's turned her life around. She was, by her own admission, you know, a drug and alcohol addict. She was, you know, pretty down and out at one point in her life. She has completely cleaned up her act in some ways. She's got her OnlyFans. She's making potloads of money. Yeah. She's, you know, she's getting herself on the telly. She's becoming famous. It's not explicit. What she does is not explicit content.
Like what you also can see on any beach, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And nobody is exploiting her. Yeah. That's the point. You know, I walked down my local high road yesterday and was thinking about this story and came across a Calvin Klein billboard where there was a really skinny model in knickers that were so tiny it looked like she was wearing a tea bag, and it was really quite explicit. Right. And I thought that Calvin Klein advert is
Did you ring up and complain? I'm outraged.
I just thought that is loads worse than this, where she basically looks like she's wearing a sports bra. Yeah. She looks really healthy. She looks really pretty.
I'd be more concerned with the takeaway shops near the schools and the advertising for fast food
the kebab shops and the fast food. Do you remember that advert in the 90s, which was who was in it? The Wonder Bra advert. And it was so...
the Hello Boys.
Yeah, the Hello Boys. And it was such a dramatic advert that people were literally crashing their cars when they saw it. Because it was above roads and stuff, and people were just sort of getting completely distracted. So, look, this is hardly any different from that, is it?
No. And also, she's not like a sort of Kate Moss model where it's a bad... I'm not saying that we all want our daughters to be on OnlyFans or we all want our sons to be looking at OnlyFans. But, you know, models and modelling and those sorts of, you know, exploitative images have been far worse in the past, and there are loads around that are worse.
So
interestingly, that 200 grand a month, that's about the same annualised as Dame Alison Rose gets.
but the OnlyFans model gets it honestly.
and pays her taxes, and many might say that actually she's doing...
a better job.
A better job for the community than Dame Alison Rose.
What is more dangerous for the kids, seeing a beautiful woman in a bra or seeing obese pictures of people and saying this is normal?
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
And I was debating this morning with
Wow, let's take a side swipe at the fatties, shall we?
We like a bit of that, don't we, JJ?
Oh, listen. I mean, I had to lose 3 stone in order to come onto this show. Wowzers.
Keep trying,
no more.